Hello and welcome to the channel. This is a CBSE Class 9 English Language and Literature, Lesson 7, The Duck and the Kangaroo. The poem is a fun story about a duck who is bored living in a pond and wants to see the world. The duck admires the kangaroo's hopping and asks for a ride on its back. The kangaroo is worried about the duck's wet and cold feet, which might make it sick. The duck solves this by getting socks and a cloak to stay warm and even plans to smoke a cigar. Happy with the solution, the kangaroo agrees and they hop around the world together, feeling very joyful. So, The Duck and the Kangaroo is a funny and playful poem by Edward Lear, known as a nonsense verse because it tells a silly and imaginative story. The poem is about a duck who is tired of living in a boring pond and dreams of exploring the world. The duck sees a kangaroo hopping around freely over fields and water, and it admires the kangaroo's ability to move so easily. The duck wishes it could hop like the kangaroo and asks for a ride on the kangaroo's back to travel and see new places. In the first part, the duck talks to the kangaroo, praising its hopping skills and explaining how dull its life is in the pond. The duck says it wants to go beyond the pond to exciting places like the Dee and Jelly Bolly. These are the made up names for fun. It politely asks the kangaroo to give it a ride on its back, promising to sit quietly and only say quack all day. Very funny. In the next part, the kangaroo listens to the duck's request but is hesitant. It says it needs to think carefully about the idea. The kangaroo thinks the ride could be fun and might bring good luck. But there is a problem. The duck's feet are wet and cold because it lives in water. The kangaroo worries that the wet feet might give it a sickness called rheumatism. A playful way of saying rheumatism is joint pain. The duck, however, is smart and has already thought about this problem. It tells the kangaroo that while sitting on some rocks, it came up with a solution. The duck has bought 4 pairs of woolen socks to keep its webbed feet warm and dry. It also bought a cloak to prevent itself from the cold. To add to the fun, the duck says it will smoke a cigar every day. All these things are to make sure it can travel comfortably with the kangaroo, whom it calls its dear true love. Finally, the kangaroo is convinced and agrees to take the duck on a ride. It asks the duck to sit steady at the end of its tail to help it balance properly under the moonlight. Very fun. The two then set off, hopping happily together. They travel around the world not once but 3 times, full of joy and excitement. The poem ends by asking who could be happier than the dog and the kangaroo, showing how their friendship and adventure made them both delighted. My God. This poem is a light-hearted and teaches that problems can be solved with clever thinking and friendship can lead to wonderful adventures. Hope it helps. Please like, share and comment on this video and subscribe to our channel for such educational and informative and funny videos. Thank you very much.